Hey, welcome. It's Domain Dave again. Like always, we do value wine reviews on the website, cheapwinefinder.com, and on the cheapwinefinder.com podcast, we talk about it. Surprise, surprise. Today we've got one that is kind of a blast from the past for, Cheap Wine Finder. This is a Charles Smith wine, and back in the 2010s, Charles Smith came out of Columbia Valley, kind of out of left field, with a line of wines, value price wines, that were well received, while making 100-point wines from the high-end stuff. So he was just getting it all done. And this is one of Charles Smith wines. That's the brand, the brand that all these wines are out of. And this is the Velvet Devil Merlot 2022. It's from the Columbia Valley. Now, back in the day, actually, Charles Smith told me, so I kind of know this from the horse's mouth, that this was the least expensive Merlot that was barrel-aged, oak barrel-aged. And one of the reasons why is there was a movie, 15, 20 years ago now, called Sideways. It was about these two guys from Los Angeles who went up to Santa Barbara wine country for a bachelor getaway thing. And one of them, while drunk, said he hated Merlot and loved Pinot Noir. And overnight, sales of Merlot crashed, and sales of Pinot Noir took off. It was a internet sensation before there was internet sensations, and to this day, Merlot sales are still down and Pinot Noir sales are up. So Columbia Valley, where Charles Smith came from, didn't really do Pinot Noir that much. It wasn't the right climate, temperature, soil. It wasn't the right place, but they did do Merlot well. So the Velvet Devil was a way of bringing Merlot sexy back, which is another from that time. Justin Timberlake, that's probably about the same time that all happened. In the meantime, Charles Smith, after he establishes these brands, and he's got a bunch of them, sells them. So it's been a long time since Charles Smith Wines is owned by Charles Smith. It's been owned by Constellation Brands, then Constellation Brands sold it to the Wine Group, and just recently the Wine Group sold it to somebody else. So I'm thinking, oh no, this line of wine, and I remember I'm really partial to Kung Fu Girl Riesling, and that's been good for all these years. And they have, it's all black and white labels with, I'm going to take a sip. With kind of pen and ink drawings on it. They're cool looking labels, and that runs throughout the Charles Smith line. I think his new wines are now House of Smith. He sold everything else off. And so I thought, maybe, is this still good? Is this going to be still the less, I don't know. Is this still going to be the least expensive oak-aged Merlot? The Charles Smith wines always had outstanding liner notes. They would tell you everything you need to know, or, just a bit more than you expect to know. And nowadays, you get just a bit. And the answer is, yeah, it's pretty good. Both Constellation and the Wine Group do good wines. I didn't really expect them to screw the whole thing up, and they didn't. Take another sip. This is a brooding wine with dark flavors, black cherry, bitter chocolate, blueberries, plums. Interesting kind of odd spice with a little bit of a pull to it. There's either herbs or tobacco in there. It's one of those, like, what is that flavor that is deepened with all the flavors? It's interesting. This is a real, it was $10. Okay, so I found it for $10. Might have been on sale. But it's a real Merlot, which I don't normally, I'm not crazy now, because since Sideways and the crash of Merlot, people don't put that much effort into it anymore. Well, this one's got some effort into it. It's 89% Merlot, 10% Cabernet Sauvignon, 1% Merlot, which you could have called it a Bordeaux blend. It's good. It's from Columbia Valley. Columbia Valley is a great place to get Bordeaux blends and Merlots and Cabernet Sauvignons and all that type of thing. So it's a value-priced Merlot, and if you haven't had Merlot in a while, try it. It's got some dark flavors. It's not a light, fluffy wine. Maybe with the summer coming to an end and fall coming in with cooler nights. It's one of those wines when you want a little bit more heft in your glass. You don't want light and breezy. You want a wine that's got that kicks in a little harder. There you go. I just took another sip of it, and it tastes really good. That's the Velvet Devil Merlot 2022 from Columbia Valley. Used to be Charles Smith. That's still the brand. His name is Charles Smith. Just Charles Smith ain't nowhere to be found. Now, what I got coming up, I've got a real cheap Pinot Grigio. I've got a wine that just might be the best value price Cabernet Sauvignon in the next couple of days. So I'll be talking to everybody. Keep it cheap, stay cool, or whatever you need to do. And adios. I'll be talking to everybody.